Hello, welcome everyone to 55 and 5 here on YouTube and adfreeshows.com. Ian Riccaboni, Cary Silkin, our producer, AJ from Bisson Creative and Web Design is here. Cary, we're into the 50s, and I got a fun one today. We're in the last card of the set. I picked out card number 121.
Now, if it was baseball cards, that would be a very coveted.
Right.
Because they would come. I would imagine these cards came out all at once, but maybe they didn't.
From what I can see, it came out all in one shot, all in the same pack. So, but you're right, in baseball and sometimes in football and basketball, they would have the rookies and the updated, any players that were traded or released that had a new team. They just release them throughout the year.
Right.
And so that's why Mickey Mantle card, was it 311?
Yep. High number.
Yeah, high number in the 52 set. I know in the 69 set, the high numbers are well regarded also. And so today, because those will come out to the end of the season. And
right.
The
kids lost interest by then.
Yeah, they were doing something new or they were in school. Today is card number 121. And it's not Buddy Rogers. Buddy Rogers, I think, is 119.
Oh, man.
Yeah, so it's like the sword of Damocles. Buddy Rogers hangs in wait. Today, your hint yesterday was that he feuded with Xandor Szabo, which was a very big name in the 30s, and Pedro Martinez, who'd go on to promote and run IWA, right?
Buffalo, Cleveland,
and,
Buffalo area.
And a little bit with...
And New York, a little bit.
And today... we're going to be somebody that wrestled him. Going to take a look here. Cary, what can you tell me about Ed Gardenia?
Well, I could tell you he's got a beautiful cape.
He does. Yeah.
Very nice boots.
Right.
And they did a good job with the artwork on this.
They did.
But other than that, I've never... I don't remember seeing this name.
Yeah, it's not a big one. There's some information out. He had a couple names. His nickname was the Flower, obviously. Gardenia Flower. Ta-da. He was also known as Ed Fayada. I don't know if you've ever seen that name before. Also known as Al Albertino, which sounds like an alias I would take to go gamble as a teenager on Vegas.
Al Albertino?
Yeah, Al Albertino. He feuded with Xandor Szabo and Pedro Martinez in 1955. He's kind of a made-for-TV guy. He's kind of got that flash with the cape. And he was kind of at the tail end of the LA TV boom in 55. So he'd have some TV matches. He rarely won. Sort of an underneath guy. It's interesting that he made the set, because we talked about if you were in Buffalo or Cleveland or Toronto or New York, there's a chance that you'd be in this set. He can't really place him around there at that time. So he must have been a favor to somebody or must have, really impressed somebody to be in this set. Because he hadn't been in LA at this point by the time the set came out or would have been preparing for the set. He was an opening match guy in 59 for Capitol. So he's briefly in Capitol, wrestles from 51 to 61. And he does the last match easily accessible that there's a result for. He does challenge for the NWA World Title against Pat O'Connor.
Really?
Yeah.
What was that?
I didn't write that down, but
that's okay.
Yeah, he's I don't think he was two falls to zero, and it was not a 60-minute time. The time was less than 60. And not a guy I don't think that people thought was going to win the championship.
Maybe the next card will be Willie Gilzenberg.
Right. The great WWF president.
I was talking to Kevin Sullivan today. Willie was banned from Madison Square Garden for many years.
Really?
Yeah, because him and his partner, Babe Cullen, when my father was going to the Newark Armory when they were throwing the plates of spaghetti, they were fixing the fights.
Really?
Boxing. They were fixing the fights. And
are you saying wrestling's fixed?
Yeah. And New York Athletic Commission banned Willie, but maybe he'll come up.
Well, he may have known Willie because he was at the Garden in 59. So that's Ed Gardenia. A colorful name. I didn't find any YouTube links. Sometimes with some of these lesser known guys, there's actually a ton of matches. Like we had one last week like that. But this week, not too much on Ed Gardenia. Had a 10-year career, colorful guy, and wrestled Pat O'Connor kind of made for TV. From what I could tell, it seemed like he accentuated some of the more TV aspects, the glamour and the glitz, and then kind of slowly faded away. And that's about all we got for Mr. Gardenia.
Well, he made it on the set. God bless him.
And we can confirm he was a real person, unlike Ken Colley. If you have any information about the whereabouts of Ken Colley, please let us know. He's still missing.
I'm going to have our art director make up a wanted missing a milk carton.
Right.
Ken Colley.
Still looking for him. Still looking for Ken Colley. But today, Ed Gardenia. So for our producer, AJ, for Cary, we thank you so much for joining us on 55 and 5. Cary, tomorrow, we have somebody that had a massively long career, almost 30 years. And you might have seen him. You might have seen him live. I don't know. So it might be a fun one tomorrow. So come back 8 p.m. every weekday night until we get through all 121. Mr. Gardenia himself was the placeholder at the end of the set. We're going to be going through everything in between right here on 55.